Welcome to The Downside. This is a podcast where we recap the Jimmy Awards. Every time.
I saw you from across the bar.
I saw you. It was my first time. How many times have you been?
This was my third time.
Wow.
Third time.
You've been a number of times.
No, I know. First time.
Kid.
First time. It was. It's crazy. These kids are crazy.
It's my favorite night of the year.
Yeah.
I definitely watched it the same way I would watch an ice skating routine, where I'm just like terrified someone's gonna crack. And I no vocal.
No.
And this we're gonna be positive, of course, but
Just
there was
this.
no vocal blemishes.
There was none of the sort.
But I'm freaking out for those guys. All those guys. I'm like, oh my god,
Because they're right on the edge of their
They're
voice
right on
changing.
the edge, yeah.
Yeah. Well, my favorite thing is that, like, basically what you can count on is that one of the finalists is going to give you, the male finalists are going to give you like a devastating, like 50-year-old man singing a Jason Robert Brown song about mortality, or like heartbreak that feels so serious it's about mortality.
Yeah.
And a woman is going to be basically singing a ballad about begging for her life or needing to be on pills. Either way, they're both 30 years younger than they could ever hope to be like accomplish these songs, but they trot out and they give it so hard, and you buy it. That 17-year-old does need meds on her third marriage. Killed whatever next to normal bit that was.
That's what it was. The
And
first one. I missed the mountains.
I miss the mountains. She's 17.
She just started her first SSRI.
Yeah.
And she's already like, I miss it.
She's like, I really, and what else I love is it's that phenomenon of the kids singing songs that are not appropriate for them. And then, so Bowen hosted it.
Yeah.
And
Great job.
Great host.
He did amazing. And basically it's like, and now, singing some song, whatever the title is, from Lysistrata Jones, and every gay man in the entire Minskoff goes, oh, yes. Bitch, you don't know Lysistrata Jones. I'm not looking at you like, you are not gagged to hear this song from Lysistrata Jones. Like, you don't know what this is. You just want it to be the gay guy that gasped in recognition the loudest.
Which, because I don't.
You're clocked.
Who is that? Which show is that? Is that a basketball one?
No, Lysistrata Jones is a musical based on Lysistrata. Basically, it's set in modern day. So Lysistrata was about women who
don't sleep with the guys,
they
stop
stage a
war.
sex strike so the war can end.
Yeah.
And Lysistrata Jones is high school girls staging a sex strike so the boys can win their basketball game or their football game.
Go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like a fun, update of Lysistrata. That being said, you aren't gagged to hear a number from it. No.
I had no idea what it was, but I did. That was my favorite part. Was so for the finalists. Everyone does these big medleys.
Yeah.
8 finalists. I thought it was 6, but it was 8.
Yeah.
8 songs.
I was thrilled that it was 8.
And you're right, Lysistrata was faked, but for the other ones, when they were like singing "You Are Your Daddy's Son," people were like, "Oh, shit!"
It was crazy.
Shit.
Singing "Your Daddy's Son" from Ragtime, especially after it's just been done on Broadway so well, everyone's like, and then nothing can ever top. So any song from Dreamgirls is going to get this reaction, but I was there one year where I think it was Ben Platt hosting, goes singing "I'm Here" from The Color Purple, and everyone basically turned to sand in the room. Just no one could stand it. And it sort of happened with "I Am Changing" from Dreamgirls in this last one, which also was phenomenal.
Yeah. So
she acted the shit out of it too.
So
they were all good.
It was crazy. One other big takeaway is those Hades Town writers best be making a lot of money.
I tried listening 3 times. I'm not.
I don't like Hades Town.
Listen,
what is it based? It's based on another old fucking thing.
It's based on the Persephone myth, right?
Yeah, I don't know it. I've not seen it. I've not listened to it.
You're fine.
I feel like I saw it though because I went to the Jimmy's and every other performance was from Hades Town. So a lot of high schools are doing it,
and they're also it's a high school version because everyone's a high school version. Because I looked at the rules of this. There's all these rules of you can't do the junior version of shows. No Grease. Grease, for whatever reason, is banned.
No Grease.
And I want to know if there's a reason of we can't hear this song anymore.
Well,
I think it's because, my experience with Grease being banned goes all the way back to my own high school. I didn't do musical theater then, but I was an observer of what was happening, being as closeted as I was and jealous as I was. We weren't allowed to do it because of the sheer sex factor in it. We had a very conservative superintendent who was like, absolutely no grease, but you guys can do all white school, The Wiz. You guys can do all white school, didn't change year to year, The King and I.
I heard they're doing Hamilton this year.
Oh, I'm certain that's on the docket.
Yeah.
Unless the Mariah Reynolds part is like too racy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but certainly those white kids can't sing
Yeah.
How Did a Bastard Orphan, etc. quick enough.
Of course.
Based on what that superintendent will allow.
Do you think they need to make the king not white just to stick with the theme, or make it all white? What's less offensive or more offensive at
just
that
have
point?
The king be black?
Just be the king be black.
Yeah.
We did Pacific Overtures.
Yeah.
Which is
You did Pacific Overtures?
Pacific Overtures.
He was the dialogue.
Okay,
where did you go to school?
So I went to a great arts high school,
Well,
Georgetown Day School.
I mean, they're reaching beyond the bottom of the barrel for Sondheim. This is crazy.
It was a very artsy school in Washington, D.C., Georgetown Day School. Weirdly enough, our like artistic director was very anti these competitions. Like, we didn't participate in any of them.
Did they exist then?
Not the Jimmys, but
Okay.
it's clear like all
things
these
like
smaller there was something, but she was like very anti-competition, which is interesting because once I hear about the rules about the Jimmys, I go, oh yeah, and then when you figure out what shows you're doing, you pay attention to those rules. Who knows? Maybe they're like every part in Hadestown. Yeah, I could see some behind the scenes kind of money trading.
Well, this is actually interesting. Years ago, we had Renee Rapp on the podcast, and she famously exploded onto the scene as a result of winning the Jimmys. And I asked her about the Jimmys, and she kind of led on that like it was very competitive between the schools and between the parents at the schools, and like there was whole controversies about where kids were going to school so that they could make the Jimmys and all of that
type
type
of thing. It's like sports now. It's like it has become like there's like specific coaches you go to. There's specific things, you know. It's like any competitive high school thing.
The children
now,
are being farmed.
Yeah.
And it's hard to know. It's like I think it's you look at childhood and arts and you're like, well, when do you start exposing them to the realities of their lack of talent or extreme talent? And it's like, do you want your high schools to be geared around this thing?
Yeah.
It's not
stressful.
a good thing for kids to feel like they can be commodified too early. I think it sniffs the light out. You know what I mean? It's like I've seen.
Look at those kids we saw. The light was shining bright.
That's my favorite thing about the whole event.
Yeah.
Is the way that they come out with their shoulders back and with purpose. So excited to know that we're watching a whole generation of talented kids like have their first big experience like that, and they're so prepared and excited, and they're pure, they're galvanized. They don't know how nasty things can be, or they're rooting for each other. There's not a dry eye in a laudatory positive sense.
Yeah.
I felt
when
most
someone
emotional
does well,
thinking about the ones not winning. I just couldn't stop thinking about like, God, I hope you feel okay.
I think you want to know why? Because there's 1,000 other quote unquote losers. You know what I mean? You're not one of 4 people that lose.
Yeah.
It might feel worse to be a finalist that then does not win, because that's like being nominated and then you get your moment and then they look at you really seriously and they go, no. This person instead.
Yeah.
But if I'm one of the sea of people that doesn't make it, I think I'm all right.
Yeah.
I
imagined getting to them and losing, and I would not feel
okay. Different strokes.
Wait, you imagine
He
this?
imagined it.
I imagine losing the Jimmys
this week.
And you were not accepting of the reality.
And I put on a good face. I wasn't like a bitch about it publicly, but I definitely went into a bathroom and cried.
Oh, you did a role play of losing the Jimmys. So basically, like, I didn't know we were doing therapy.
Yeah.
Ma'am, do you want to lay flat? Because we can have room over here, and we can walk through why you did a role play of losing the Jimmys, and can now say you did a pretty good job of hiding how disappointed you were. That is so funny.
I just was picturing the whole time. I did picture myself, and I pictured how bad of a version of me doing Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof comparatively to these children.
There's got to be a rule that if you're not Jewish, you cannot play that role.
No, there's not that rule. Please, what industry are you talking about?
Midas got to stop.
You have a playbill?
The Jimmy Awards playbill.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Awards are great. Not a single Sondheim song made me really sad.
Do you think it's because they don't want to take the risk?
I just think it's tough music to play, and not all of them know how to do a Japanese accent. which I would have taught had I been there.
Because you wanted to see Pacific Overtures.
Yeah.
God.
More than anything.
Pacific Overtures, here's the most offensive thing I did in Japan, because I was really enjoying Japan. And on my I put on Pacific Overtures. And by the way, I should have put on the revival where everyone was Japanese. I put on the original, which was, they were all, from England or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Pacific Overtures is stunning.
It's a beautiful
and you all
piece.
did great. And again, I'm going to be an old fogey about musical theater, of course. But by the fifth Hadestown, yeah, good. Finally,
good.
A version for me.
Fogey.
I just was like, I just want these kids, as you listen to your Jason Robert Browns.
But I imagine that we could have gone a different year and it would have been all Sondheim. I think it just is like trends of
I think
the
there
year.
are certain plays that are in rotation and that you can just only pick from that. And there must have been no Sondheim. I would argue there should always be at least one.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm so happy we don't have to hear anymore. You're wandering.
Which show is
from
that?
Fucking Bridges.
Yes.
No
From
16-year-old could not sing Wandering from Bridges in Madison County.
Oh.
And it's for a 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
And it's just not appropriate.
Yeah.
Has there ever been where the finalists, they have the same song?
I've seen it be done twice. Yes, because they come picking their song, they can't change it. No giants in the sky to be found from these teen boys. Only Wondering.
Yeah.
Only Jason Robert Brown's saddest, most contemplative songs. That require age to understand.
Yeah.
Only that.
Yeah.
And my second this guy's up for Jimmy's, because I got to speak for these kids, because there's no way they get to say it in the moment. With these medleys, very cool. They have 6 kids. They all go through a song, fun transition points. I felt so bad. You got to give the kids, if they're 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th in the medley, you got to assume the last song's going to get an applause. And these poor kids, they didn't have any music lead in, so there'd be an applause on the first line of the sentence. And I don't know Hadestown, so I'm trying to go, what the fuck is this shit about? And you miss the first 2 lines. So just for the Jimmies, with these medleys, they give 2 lines. Because some of these kids, it's such a huge deal. If
you're belting Astonishing, you're last in the medley. If you are belting Astonishing, you can't be second.
Yes. Yeah. And then as a poor comedian, someone does Astonishing, and then they're like, well, you got Trouble. And you couldn't even hear it, so I don't know what you got.
I don't know what you got.
And as an imagined Jimmy Awards loser myself, I could feel that happening to me.
I still want to know.
I still
want to know specifically what your song is.
The year that I would have done it would have been Seymour and Little Shop of Horrors. But what's the belt?
What would you have picked for your then? Like, so you would have done Seymour.
It would have been suddenly Seymour, I imagine.
No, but then in the final, what would you have done?
My God, I probably would have. If I went over ambitious, it would have been Glory, and I would have cracked in a way that would have shocked people.
Yeah,
it would have shocked people because
from Rent,
because I cracked once performing Glory. And first, there's an A, Glory. I cracked on that, and then you have 2 more minutes of song to go, and there's no way the next day is going well.
Yeah.
So
I thought you would have picked like that. What's that from?
One song, Glory from Rent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
If I wanted to win, and I was gonna go, okay, I can't out sing. I'm gonna act. It would have been from Closer Than Ever. If I Sing. Do you know that song?
I love everything about the way that you just did that. From Closer Than Ever. If I Sing. Do you know that? You tried True Joy.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I know. Listen, I'm getting back to it. I'm singing again. I got to show that I'm working on Theater Adult.
Fuck
where they're
yes.
singing. I'm back in voice lessons. I had a vocal surgery this year. I had a polyp.
Did you have a polyp? Oh, man.
But
you're back and better than ever, baby.
I'm back. Yeah. I'm re-centered.
How were you doing during your vocal rest period?
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
It wasn't.
He was
great.
more scared before.
No, yeah, you were. I'm just saying we hung out once, and I was like, "Why are we hanging out?"
Yeah,
because I couldn't talk.
Yeah.
God forbid I'm ever in a wheelchair, or else it'd be like it was a nightmare. He was like, "I'm wheeling here." Like, what the fuck?
I just meant like we could be texting.
Oh my God, him in a wheelchair, his mouth will start going faster. He's gonna be so insufferable.
If I Sing would have been my I'm gonna try to act my way out of this. What would have been your high school like?
Yeah. I probably would have done Sit Down, You're Rocking the Boat for my big
thing. What would have been yours? Would have been a sports
What would have
song.
been mine, Melissa? So it would have been
honestly, like being alive.
Being alive.
Oh.
I have
Because
a.
they also say Bobby's in the closet. Yeah.
I think I would have messed up being alive. I think I would. No, not messed up in a bad way. In a good way. I think I would have done it well. But the only time I ever sing is during and I've never done a musical, like a proper musical.
Yeah.
The only time I ever sing is when I do my own music, when I go on tour in December for my Christmas stuff.
Yes.
And I tend to slide in a couple covers there, but it's always women. Like last year I sang No Good Deed. The year prior I did The Wizard and I.
That's amazing.
And so what would be a good male, like something from the Book of Mormon?
Sure. I believe would be an amazing song.
I believe would be good for me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's high.
I have a high voice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but but then I would be in my head about like, no, I believe is great because it's funny and it's
great,
also.
yeah.
If I could sing any women's songs, you would never shut me up.
Yeah.
If I could hit a high C, you would never shut me the fuck up.
I mean, here's the thing, like, sure, but also, you put Send in the Clowns on the table for me. It doesn't matter that I give you almost nothing. That's what it's about. I whisper the song and leave. Unforgettable. You know what? I know what other song I love, which is not my type at all. Never would be, but you can't keep me away from it. Losing My Mind from Follies.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's
I just
a good one.
devastate
That's
you.
a good one.
And, and then I leave, and everyone's like, "Why the fuck would he pick that?"
I remember at a musical theater camp, it was like, the pianist played in a Broadway pit once, and it was like, oh my God, we have a Broadway. And he was talking about what's the lyric that ends in bright? The thought of you stays bright. And I remember, you're young, and so you don't know it. And he's like, you see, it's bright, but it's the lowest note. And you're like, oh my God, this guy's a genius.
Yeah.
See, and you know what would piss everyone off, which some people do?
No.
The thought of you stays bright. Sometimes I stand, and all of a sudden it's like, you thought you could get away with that little change because you acted it.
Yeah.
Bright.
Bright.
No, we just knew you couldn't navigate that.
Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
You're listening to The Downside.
The Downside.
With Gianmarco Soresi.